good.
Oh my. Hey guys, it's Lakesha Gates. I have my good friend here with me today, Miss Tarika Fassion. Let me hop over to my device and make sure that we're actually going live. You know me, I have this technology thing going on. Yes, we got it.
Thank you.
Pop on in, you guys. Let me know if you're watching. See if I can see your comments. Hi, Athena. How are you? Say hello.
Hi, Athena.
This is going to be a good show today. I'm so glad that you guys are taking time out of your day to actually join us. Let me get this other device up and going too. All right. So we're all good. We're streaming live. So my name is Lakesha Gates and welcome to Conversations with Kesha. Yes, Tarika, how are you today?
I am doing well. If you guys don't recognize all that's going on right here, this girl is doing the thing with this production situation. So I just want to say she loves you guys to sit here and be doing this and editing at the bottom and got two other devices over here. So once again, she is committed to you guys moving forward.
Yes, and because I'm so committed to you moving forward, that's why I brought Tarika on, because she is what I call the purpose and destiny queen. Yes, she is.
Thank you.
How long have you been doing this?
Since about 1994, I became obsessed with the idea of understanding who we are and why we are.
That's
so
awesome.
It's been a while.
That's awesome. So while I have you guys' attention, so we can get more people on the page, just go ahead, scroll, look at the bottom of your live stream and click share. You can share to a group. You can share to your friends. But go ahead and do that now so we can get more people on the live show.
I'm going to do that as well.
Yes. So thank you guys for joining me. This is going to be an awesome time. I did get some feedback. It said my Conversations with Kesha was a little bit too long. So we'll try to get through this information today. But just because we're moving a little fast doesn't mean that it is not important. So
Absolutely.
What I'm going to advise you in advance to do is watch the replay. Come back, pause, stop, write out, whatever you need to do to answer these questions, because this is going to be amazing today. Today we're going to be talking about what on earth am I here for? As believers, we believe that we're here to serve Christ.
Absolutely.
And to serve. So regardless of if you're a Christian or not, we all deep down have a desire to help other people. So Tarika today is going to go over the 5 questions that you must answer in order for you to reach those people and to walk in your purpose. You guys ready for that? That's going to be awesome. So, again, Tarika, who is your tribe? Who are you called to reach?
So that's a beautiful question. I feel like it's broken into 3 parts, but I'm ultimately wanting to reach messengers. Those who feel like Moses, they've been tapped on the shoulder because there's a group of people who are just in need of what you have. But I recognize that we don't just wake up one morning and decide, oh, I'm getting ready to go emancipate 1 million people. It doesn't work that way. When you begin to understand the seed of who you are, like I said, even when you're young, you already recognize that a child is more this way than that way. So my initial calling is, like I said, to help those young people understand who they are, how they're wired, to understand the seed of who they are. And then that moves on to those adults who are like, okay, look, I've been under my parents' tutelage for some time. I know who they say I am, but now you're trying to figure out who you are. And so that's called the I am journey. So we're helping those adults, those restless seekers, identify how God has wired them, personality, core value, mission, all that good stuff. And then ultimately, I want to reach those messengers because you didn't gain all this life experience just to hold that in for yourself. There's another people that you're supposed to reach back and pull up and help out with the wisdom that you've gained just from living this thing we call life.
That's good. And similar to what Tarika has going on is why I do these Facebook Lives. I desire to embolden visionary leaders. Those of you who know deep down, you have a call. You have a something that you have always knew. Even if you're not living into it right now, you've always known that there's a something else besides what you have going on now. And doing these live videos, I've gotten such a response of people like, I want to do this and I want to do that. And that's the whole point of what I'm called to do, to embolden visionary leaders to move forward. And if you ever come into contact with me, you're like, man, Kesha really knows what she has going on. A lot of that is to do with her. She has really helped me clarify and streamline and just get my whole mind wrapped around what this is and what it could be. So I appreciate that from you, Tarika. So we're going to start out. We're going to jump right into it because at this point we're about 6 minutes in.
Already?
Yes, 6 minutes. So the first question we're going to be going over the guiding questions. 5 questions to help you answer why on earth am I here? So like I said before, that is just the simple question. We are here to serve. When the hurricanes came, when the disaster struck, our human desire is to help others. Yeah. So regardless, like I said, if you're a believer or not, that's what we're called to do. We're called to help. We're called to serve. That is a tongue twister.
I got you. I understood that.
So let's start with the first question, Tarika. Number 1, what burning topic or themes has God placed on your heart?
Okay, this is a very important question. Like I said, we live in a time where there is so many videos and messages and YouTube teachers and all of that. Like, it's easy to jump on a bandwagon. But when you recognize that God has given you a topic, that there's something that He's put a burning passion in your heart, it's not as easy to abandon that when the time gets hard. So it's really important to understand, what has the message giver given me to say? Because when He's given it to you, you can be on Facebook Live, you'd be like, man, I got 2 views. Well, you know what? It doesn't matter because He gave me the message. I'm going to keep bringing it, and whoever it's meant to reach, that's exactly who it'll reach.
That's perfect. And with that being said, I'm going to jump in a little bit. If you do have any questions, please put it in the comments below. And stay to the end because we have some very good gifts. Because I like to bring gifts. I mean,
you are blessed.
Jesus gives us gifts, so I would like to do the same. And so put your questions or comments in the box below. The next question that we'll transition into is, what have you come out of and or experienced that has birthed your desire to share your message with others?
So this is leading straight from the first question of the message giver. More than likely, you are not going to be giving a message of anything that you have not personally experienced or walked through. So what mess or mandate have you come out of? Our life story is going to be key to those that we even have a soft spot for or have compassion for, so that we can reach back and say, you know what? I experienced, being, say, for example, a teenage mother. I'm telling you right now, you don't have to go through all the things that I went through because there's support here. So you can almost shorten someone's learning curve because you've been there, done that, and they don't have to wander 40 years in the wilderness, because if they would just heed what it is that God has given you to share with them, their process can be short-circuited a little bit. Like I said, we all have to go through it, but it's something about something that you've been through that you can now reach back and bring to somebody else. So what have you been through?
Yes, that's good. And no matter what, even people who say, oh, I didn't really have a lot of hardships in my life. You've been through some things. You can empathize with someone and find those places and figure out if that's the connection point that God wants you to follow.
And I do want to clarify, it doesn't have to be traumatic. You may have a gift with systems and organizing things, like I said, and you see somebody over here just can't get anything together, and they're frustrated, and because they're frustrated, they're spanking the child because they dropped a cup that shouldn't have been on the table in the first place. So once again, it doesn't always have to be the dramatic or the traumatic. Anything that you have been blessed to gain during your life experiences, that is something that will now benefit someone else because you have walked through it, and now you have keys to share with someone else.
That's right. Right. Our next question is, what do you want your tribe to know, understand, have access to, or apply to their lives?
So I think in this scenario, a good example would be what Kesha just finished sharing about what she wants for you as leaders. She wants you guys to know that you can clarify your vision, that you can put steps in place, that you can organize and get more productive about bringing those things forward. So we're not just going and haphazardly saying, hey guys, come out of what you're in. It's like, no, what are the steps? What are the things that you want your tribe to come through, and getting clear about what your message is so that you can say, do I need a Facebook Live video? Do I need a time to sit with women in circles so that we can process what life has been for them? So this is really getting specific. What is it that you want them to know and understand so you can craft a journey for them and not just, once again, just be white noise in the midst of all these messages that are going out today.
Yeah, that's good. That's really good. This is pretty good stuff so far.
I'm excited. I'm about to jump out of my seat. Thank you, Kesha. I can't dance, but we can fake it.
You know I love to dance.
That's right.
But we just have a dance anytime. Okay, the next question is, what are your strengths, spiritual gifts, values, personality attributes? What do you love? What do you like?
This is going to be one of the most key questions. Like I said, you guys just saw Kesha say, oh, I love dancing, and you saw her just put that into motion. That's not really my gift. So what I'm not going to do is do a music video for my tribe. It's just not going to happen because that's not going to reach who I'm called to reach. Now, she might, and that's fine. So once again, what are your strengths? What are you good at? And these are the things that other people even tell you, like, man, you just seem to do that with ease. And what our challenge is because we're good at it, we sometimes discount it. Because it's like, oh, this is easy. Everybody can do this. Absolutely not. Not everybody can do it the way that you can. So you really do have to take inventory of what you hold and what you carry, because God is not going to ask you to give something that you don't have. So he's given all of us gifts, and we need to assess what those are so that we can maximize those and really serve the people we're called to serve with excellence. You know what I mean? Because like I said, this whole technology setup Kesha has here, like that is a gift that God has given, and she's using it as a means to reach you and stretch me in the process. So once again, you have to know who you are, because God is not asking you to be someone that you're not. You know what I mean? So once again, if you're not a writer, I'm not saying you can't do a book, but you just might need to find a ghostwriter to articulate those ideas, because what you do want to put out in the world is excellence. And once again, what are you good at? What are your strengths? What are you passionate about? What are your abilities? And you need to take just a long, honest look. And once again, how can I put it? We don't want the American Idol syndrome. We don't want to do things where we're like, no, really, but I can because everyone else is doing it. Absolutely not. Once again, let's stay in our lanes. Let's understand the seed of who we are, and that's what we want to bring to our tribes.
Yeah, that's good. That's one of my pet peeves, and I actually have that in my book. I'm Ready for Change. We're not going to do anything because everybody else is doing
Absolutely.
it. God has created us. We're so unique. We're so specific. We came through a specific family. He put us in a specific lineage for a reason. So I can't look at your life and say, oh, I want to do exactly what you do, because there's so many varying there's so many different variables that we have to take into consideration. Now, can I glean from you and figure out how it can fit into my world and fit into my life? Yes, but we're not going to do what everybody else is doing just because everybody else is doing it.
That's real
talk. That is a pet peeve of mine, if you cannot tell.
That's good stuff.
And the next question then is, who are your people? What are they struggling with? What are they needing on their journey? What do you have to offer them tangibly and or intangibly?
This question is so key. Like I said, we've done all this work on clarifying who we are. Now we're all bold about it. So now we're getting ready to go run to our tribe and like, come on, you can do it. But let's remember what it was like when you first started on your journey. This wasn't always easy for me. I started this whole journey of being obsessed with discovering who I was, because a lot of times growing up, I felt invisible. So I knew, and it wasn't because anyone made me feel invisible. It was just my mom had such a servant's heart. She was definitely taking people in, but I didn't always know where I fit in that situation. So that set me on a quest to say, I know we're not born just to die. So what is this journey really about? And so that's how this journey started for me from a long time ago, and why I'm still, just captivated with it till this day. So I have to remember when I'm talking to my tribe members, like, they haven't read all the things that I've read. They haven't watched all the things that I've watched. So they're not just coming in, oh, this is who I am. This is what I'm good at. This is what I do. So I have to be sensitive to say, okay, where do I start someone out on the journey?
Yes.
Okay, so we need to just get clear about, okay, let's just start with your personality. Let's start with spiritual gifts that God has given you, because once again, those things are obvious for us to see. So we want to be mindful that they're not there yet. You didn't just get here overnight, so they're not going to get there overnight. So you want to be really just prayerful and conscientious about the journey that you're crafting for those just coming into your messenger experience.
Yeah, that's good, guys. There are actually 2 more questions that once you dive into the messenger experience, you'll walk away from that program totally prepared to take on if you stick with it.
Yes, that is key.
You have to stick with it. So I encourage you guys to continue thinking about these questions, kind of processing them. Like I said, rewatch this video again and again and again. If you have any further questions or want to connect with Tarika in any way, I'm going to go ahead and pop in the comments her link to her private The Messenger Experience page.
Yes.
And you do have to be approved, but it's not like a huge barrier.
It's not strenuous at all. And so I do want to say that my target, my ideal tribe member are women who are in the legacy phase of life. So, and like I said, if you are an emerging messenger, like I said, the goal is not to keep anyone out, but I really do try to provoke you, because I'm always kind of just whispering, your tribe is waiting. Your tribe is waiting. And like I said, and so if you're ready to kind of be reminded of that on a daily post by post basis, go ahead and once again just request admittance and we'll get you in there. For the men, I want to let you guys know you have not been left out. I do have a page on Facebook called the I Am Journey. Once again, just go over there, and my goal once again is to keep giving us clarifying resources so that we're equipped to say yes and then to move forward with that yes.
Yes, that is awesome. The other thing that I wanted to offer you, I told you guys I would give you a special gift if you made it to the end of the video. Tarika actually has a free self-study course that she's offering. She used to sell it, but she has marked it down to the low price of free $99. You know, that is that's my thing.
I wanted to remove all barriers. I do understand the power of investing, but my whole thing is when you're just starting out and you really are trying to get clear about who God has made you and the baseline of how you're wired, it's free.
So I'm posting the link to the Messenger Academy where you can go in, put in your email address, and you get instant access to this resource. This is going to help those of you who are like, I don't even know who I am, yet alone who my tribe is, who I'm called to serve. So we wanted to be able to serve both groups of people today. Yes. For those who are ready, because you know I'm all about being ready and doing something about it when you're ready, right?
Right. That's why she also has a book called I'm Ready for Change that you can find on Amazon. I'm telling you, people, there is no excuse for us not to go get the resources to get clear, because it's time. The times that we're living in, people need what you have.
Yes. So I appreciate everybody who's joined on. Athena said this was such good information. Shawana's like, this is so good. And it really is. And if you're feeling a little bit of pull, please follow up with Tarika. The link is in the comments below. And I'm also going to encourage you to hop over to my website at www.lakeshagates.com. There you'll be prompted to enter your email, and you can get on my email address. I mean, on my my email list, where you'll get the tools that you need to help you move forward, to encourage you, to embolden you, to equip you, to regain balance, to reclaim your time, to be more productive, so you can start living the life that you always have desired and start putting some action to it. So I just want to say thank you, guys. I'm trying to skim this down, but it's so hard. It's such good information.
Yes, ma'am.
And I appreciate you guys for joining us today on Conversations with Kesha. And remember, there's no better time than the present to do what you need to do. And there is a people that you are called to serve. Absolutely. So do the work. you have access. I'm not going to take this down. You can revisit this video as many times as you need to. If you know of anybody who could particularly need this information too, share with them too.
Please do.
Subscribe to my page, subscribe to Tarika's page, and just put feet to what you're saying that you want, because otherwise we're just talkers. Really, we want to be doers, and it's just not that hard. Right. There's not that many barriers to it. You just got to put one foot in front of the other and just do it. You know what I'm saying?
Just do it.
Just do it.
And take advantage of the resources God is putting in front of you. That's one thing I can say about a messenger. They're more than just a life coach, because they feel a sense of call that God has called them to do this. I'm serious. Please go put your email in Kesha's address in her email list, because she is seriously committed to helping you move forward and birthing what God has put inside of you, because she wants to see the world changed based on the contribution that you're supposed to be making.
Yes. And you can also email me if you have additional questions. You have something specific at connect@LakeshaGates.com. Again, thank you for joining us. We appreciate it. Tarika, thank you so much for hopping on to Conversations with Kesha
Thanks
today.
for having me.
And we'll see you guys next week, God willing. Remember, why wait until tomorrow when you can do something dynamic today? Bye, guys. Thank you.